Hi, welcome to the show for real this time.
Hi, Hank. We just put all the cutout bits we fucked up somewhere along the way in the past couple of years. We probably have about 4 or 5 shows.
Very true.
At least.
Oh, wouldn't doubt it. All right. So.
Well, since we're on our own,
kind of
they have no guests to worry about offending.
So we'll just
sorry, puppy.
Everybody.
Sorry, puppy. I just ran over my dog with my chair.
Nice.
Wow. What a good owner.
I'm not a pet owner.
Are you a
I'm
pet
family
dad?
member.
Are you a pet parent like they say on the TV now?
Yeah, I have fur babies.
Christ.
Dude, I have it at work. There's a girl I was working with. She was talking about. I had to take my baby to the pet. I had to take my baby to the the vet. I'm like, I had to stop for a second. I'm like, baby. Wait a minute. It literally threw me off because I'm like, she goes, my fur baby. I'm like, no.
Fur baby.
I'm like, that is not a baby. She goes, yes, it is. I said, really? Because I tell you what, if you put if I put my kid in a cage, that's child endangerment. All right, you put your dog in a cage, it's just fucking fine. let's
I don't go so far as to actually like
tase them.
Seeing them as children. You know, my cat, my dog, they're members of my family. I call them fur babies. The only reason I say I am not a pet owner, because
your cat doesn't like you.
If I were an owner, no, my cat likes me. My cat hates the dog.
As I say, if your cat decided to go with somebody else, the cat would go with somebody else.
If I were an owner, I wouldn't kowtow to their needs. I wouldn't pet them when they demanded it. I wouldn't feed them when they demanded it. I wouldn't get off my lazy ass and go outside when they demanded it. Nor would I pick up and clean up their shit every time if I were an owner. They'd have to do that themselves because I own them. They have to make me feel better about living. And picking up their shit does not make me feel better about living. So if I were an actual owner, none of that would happen. They own us. Dennis, you can fucking relate. You have 2 dogs.
Mm-hmm. Yes, I do. I do have 2 dogs, and
they own you.
I don't do any of that. Everyone else in the house does that shit. I don't.
See, my kid's not old enough to give him those duties yet.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, I'll feed my dog, but like the whole picking up shit outside, I've got an 11-year-old. Here's $10. Go outside, clean up poop. I'm not doing it.
Jesus, $10?
Yes, that's right.
Inflation.
Is that too much?
Inflation, dude. What the fuck?
I cut that back a little bit.
I would.
$5? You think 5?
I would go a nickel.
It's a shiny dime right there.
You guys are fucking hard, man.
Don't spend it all on moon pies and penny whistles.
Well, get yourself a bit of honey with
inflation. You ought to be giving her like $200. If we made $10, $20 when we were kids to fucking mow lawns and pick up shit.
Oh, they don't mow lawns. I won't. I don't trust any of my kids with any type of sharp implements like that. Not even a little bit. That's they're too hyperactive. Something's gonna get cut. Possibly them. Possibly electrical cord. God only knows. I'll take care of that for.
Do you still have an electric motor or an electric lawnmower?
No. I have a gas one, but I have like an electric trim, electric edger. I don't want. They don't pay attention.
Did you get that finally fixed this year?
The edger?
Yeah.
No, I found a spare one.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, I found one in the back of I'm like, what the fuck? And it's like old school. The son of a bitch is like just like this gigantic. He's like, worm. I'm like, why the fuck didn't I use this before?
Yeah. I remember last year I came over before we were doing the show, and you're out there grinding away, just stripping all the gears out of the edger.
Well, yeah, because no one had done it in fucking 5 years. I had to go back out and do it myself.
I can just imagine Dennis fucking red-faced, covered in sweat, motherfucking this ancient piece of like lawn technology.
No, it was brand new.
Piece of shit.
No, it's brand fucking new, and I fucking just they don't make them like they used to. It's just a fucking truth. That fucking thing wouldn't hold up. Didn't hold up. I'm like, you guys build
It's
this
fucking brand new, and you burned through it in one pass.
Yeah, it was about a half of the sidewalk.
No, I did one half of my yard. It was that second half when I went to the second side, it fucking died out on me. I was pissed. You piece of shit.
Yeah, I can see Dennis's goddamn motherfucker. They don't make them like they used to. Listen to you. What are you, fucking 80?
No, because I used to have one that was actually just a spoke with like fucking, and it cut. You just fucking manually charge through everything. Fucking, and like it fucking splinters your hand from the fucking wood from fucking jamming it, stopping. It just
Yeah,
rips
my
with
dad
the
had one of those. We also had the fucking push mower. That's just like 6 blades that are just kind of twisted, and then you push it along, and it's
really cut anything. It just lays it flat. Doesn't really kind of
yeah, pretty much. Unless you're running, it doesn't really cut much. But
my riding lawnmower took a crap on me last year, and I got to get that fixed. I don't know what happened. I got off, all of a sudden gas was coming out of it. I'm like, oh, what the fuck is this? So I got a push mower still, so it's like, okay, I'll survive with that until I can figure out what the hell happened here.
What'd you hit with it?
No, it was
Probably baby rabbits.
Because it was coming out of the gas tank, right?
no, yeah, it was the gas line itself. I can't find out where it's coming off the gas line. It's because there's a hose from the gas line to the tank, but the problem is that it's dripping down the hose at the apex. So I don't know what side it's coming from. So I don't know if there's a break in the line.
All right, so replace the line.
Well, I'm kind of going through and just replacing everything. That lawnmower is like 10 years old, and my mom never did anything of an upkeep on it. So I'm like rebuilding everything in this house from like scratch. Everything my mom had here was archaic and not used that much. So I'm like, God damn it! I guess it's been a year or so of me just going, okay, well that's no good, and I gotta get a new one of these, and this is behind on this, and.
Well, that's shit. That's gonna go in the garbage.
Yeah, every spring, dude. Every spring when it starts getting really nice out, I just start picking shit up and I start throwing it out the door. Like it's getting thrown out. I don't care. I don't even know what it is.
I'm thinking about taking some of my tax return and renting a fucking dumpster for the day.
Just tearing everything apart.
Clearing. Well, these fucking people that lived here, the people I bought the house from, I don't think that they ever cleaned anything. So the carpet upstairs is just fucking saturated with piss.
Oh, it's even better.
And the master bedroom, like I've done the front room now. I redid the floor, although I'm unhappy with the way it's sitting because it's less than a 1/4 inch, but more than like an 1/8 shorter than the hardwood floor in the kitchen. So I have to find a way. I put a transition strip, but I had to like angle it, and then the lower part cracked, so it's basically not gonna last very long. Yeah, I have fucking mass amounts of fucking first world problems, but
I know it's not dirt and a tin shack, right? I mean, god damn it.
I know fucking me and my wood floors. But I haven't started on the master bedroom yet. But I know for a fact the master bedroom is going to be worse than the front room, and the front room did not have one like actual square foot that didn't have urine on it.
Jesus.
There were fucking just puddles of dog and cat piss everywhere. I'm gonna guess that it was dog and cat piss.
You're gonna hope.
I fucking hope it was dog and cat piss. You know what the weirdest thing is? Oh
There
my
was-
god! So I don't think I've shared this on the show. All right, these people had 3 kids, right? They had three girls. One of them was in this room, which is why the walls are purple.
Yeah, sure.
No, I didn't. I would have chosen a more royal purple if I was going to go with purple, not this.
Lavender.
Not this purple. Yeah, it's like a lavender, and it's not okay. But and then 2 of them were upstairs. When you're going downstairs, there's a door at the bottom of the basement, the stairs going into the basement, or the ground level. Since it's a bi-level, it's not technically a basement. So there's a door, and it locks from the stair side. So if you're in the basement, somebody can lock you in the basement. And on the outside of the bedroom doors upstairs, I noticed there was a hole in the door and a hole in the frame right about eye level for me on both doors on the outside of the door. I think these people fucking locked their kids in their rooms. Like those, the only thing I can think of having a hole here in the door and a hole here in the frame was the hook and the hook and latch things.
Yeah. It's that was right when you said that's the first thing I thought of. I'm like,
I think
these
they
are
locked
fucking
these.
creepy.
I think they locked their fucking kids in their rooms.
Well, you know
And,
what?
like,
Wait till your kid's old enough, and you might be locking him in too.
I'm gonna lock him outside. I'm not gonna lock him inside. I'll be like, get your
Whoa.
ass outside. Go play. Go do something.
Go run around with some bears.
That's a good point. Bears.
Like, those are nice, Craig.
He's getting it for tomorrow.
I remember being a kid and my parents telling me to get the fuck out of the house. Like,
You were
go
allegedly
outside
a kid.
and fuck off for like 3 hours. Just
Well,
leave
that's
us
because there
alone.
weren't as many rapers when you were a kid. Stranger
There were
danger's a real
more.
thing, Travis.
There were more.
I think it all depends where you
Those-
live. I mean,
Those
you
types
could-
of crimes, those crime rates have dropped a lot. In
I'm
30
also
years.
looking at proximity. You know, where I grew up in the fucking country, you kind of knew everybody. Living in the city,
Yeah.
it's a different.
Listen,
know.
there are 5 people that live on my street. 5.
Yeah, if something goes funky, you can kind of figure you got it narrowed down. I got a 1 in 5 chance of figuring out which one of you motherfuckers did it.
Yeah. It's getting to the point where I see the same cars every day. And if I see a car that I don't recognize,
Call the law.
I'm eyeballing that car. I'm like, who the fuck is this? Like, I've already become that domesticated. Like, all right.
I don't know.
Who's that?
Who's he? Sorry, who are you?
Like,
Driving past really close, staring.
You call the sheriff out?
I've thought about it. There is a truck actually that I need to, which is kind of what I want to do this weekend, but Gabrielle fucked that all up with plans going over to her family's house.
Oh, man.
I know.
That's terrible. You
In-laws.
antisocial freak.
I was gonna put up my camera system because there's a truck that my neighbor he was talking to me the other day. I went out to check the mail and he was out fixing a giant sinkhole that opened in his front yard. It was weird. It was like 20 inches across.
It
And
glowed
just-
green.
Huh?
Did it glow green? I mean, it is New Jersey.
No.
Oh.
No, I was hoping. But it was just this weird sinkhole that opened up in his front yard.
It's Tremors.
And
dude. Those little creatures from Tremors.
Chud.
that was in the desert.
It's
You
a
never know
chud.
what's gonna move. It's Chud. It could be Chud. Good point. Chud.
That was in New York.
Close enough.
It's not. Well,
No, because subways don't come out all this way.
it's
And
It
the
got
chuds-
free, man. That was the 80s.
been 30 years.
Anyway, he called me over and he was telling me that he was up one morning because his wife wakes up roughly around the same time I leave for work every day, which is at the ass crack of fucking obscene. And he heard a noisy car coming up the street. And in fact, he's pretty sure that the truck that drove past us while we were talking was the truck that he saw. It was like it had an oil leak.
Dragged
that
him out
went
the street. Gotcha.
Huh?
Said you stopped, lynched him in the street. Gotcha. You know.
Thought about.
What you gotta do.
No. It sounded like it had an oil leak that just was never taken care of. It rattled. The engine rattled. It's a very distinctive sound, right? And you figure how many black pickups with an engine rattle are going to come up this fucking podunk street that I live on. Couldn't be that many, right? So anyway, he stops in front of my neighbor's house, right over here, in the street. And my neighbor's sitting there watching him from the window because he's old and has nothing better to do. And then the guy turns his lights off and gets out of his truck. His truck's still running in front of my neighbor's house. And I mean, he has a ways to go to walk up to my neighbor's house. But still, it's weird. And then my neighbor said he turned the lights on outside, and the guy got back in his truck and left. So either he was going to try and steal something out of the yard, or he was going to try and come up to the house and do something. I don't know. But that's all I needed. I was like, all right, I'm putting my fucking camera system up in the next week or two. So, and I bought a fucking 6-camera system, more cameras that I could possibly need. I think I'm just going to point one out into the woods just to catch wildlife. Start my own nature show.
Catch Bigfoot.
But I wanted, huh?
Catch Bigfoot.
Yeah, Squatch.
Catch Big. Sam Squanch. I'm glad you guys got that reference.
I got it.
Just making sure.
I think.
Sam Squanch. Sam Squanch Monster.
Was that that's Trailer Park Boys that you're referring to, right?
That is goddamn Trailer Park Boys. Good for you,
Good
sir. Have you caught up? 9 seasons.
I haven't watched one. I haven't watched one full season yet.
One's okay. I would start around 3 or 4.
Yeah. Have you seen a new? You saw the new ones, haven't
Oh
you, Craig?
fuck! Come on now.
Why is my fucking
Craig
trailer
binged the day they came out.
Yeah. I was done that night, man.
I went back and was just rewatching them. I love that goat. New goat.
Because Pick Destiny, Jack Black says Sam Squanch too.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't care about that. Sam Squanch is it's Bubbles. Bubbles is way more important. Did you happen to catch the SwearNet movie, Craig?
I've not watched that yet.
It's not that good.
Oh, okay.
It really is.
Which
I mean,
legal?
the sad part is you can see Pat Roach's cock, and that was just the most disturbing thing ever. I mean, it's awful because it literally just bounces off the screen and wipes like it just kind of like I'm like, oh fuck, dude. I don't care if it's fake or not. That's just wrong.
It's not fake.
I don't care if it is or isn't. Something I didn't need to see. It's really just like, oh, dude. It was just, oh.
I don't think they ever came out and said whether or not that was a fucking marketing hype thing that they did. That he was threatening to sue them.
No, he wasn't, dude. He's working with them all the time.
Right,
He's
so
all over swear.
It was just a hype thing for them.
I wish he'd do more extreme fucking weather.
That is pretty good. It'll blow your cock off.
I I don't mind the show. It's just one of those shows that I could never really get into, like get it going enough for me.
Now, you guys, speaking of watching shows, especially on Netflix, you guys both saw Daredevil, right?
I've watched the beginning to end, and I enjoyed the whole thing.
I have not seen it yet.
I wish I wouldn't have done it so fast because now I have to wait another year.
Well, I guess they're also going to start Marvel. They're going to pick up Marvel's another show from Marvel, Iron Fist.
Yeah, Iron Fist and what's that? Luke Cage.
We
talked about that last week.
Yeah.
It's going to be. I think Luke Cage and Iron Fist are going to be in the same show.
No.
No, they're going to get their own shows.
Yeah, and then there's another one too. I can't think of the name though.
There's
I guess,
girl.
Yeah.
Well, I guess what happened was because of Daredevil taking off so well on Netflix. This was supposed to happen actually when Ben Affleck did it. If it was going to get good ratings, they were going to do the Luke Cage and Iron Fist after that. But evidently, because it fucking tanked horribly, they decided not to. But since it's taken real big over here, they're going to try it on Netflix.
Yeah.
And that's the kind of cool thing I like, like I said, now that Netflix, Hulu. Speaking of Hulu, also has the second season of Deadbeat.
Have you watched it yet?
I just watched the episode with Fred Armisen. I'm going to the Michael Ian Black one next.
Okay, I'm past that one. Yeah. Michael Ian Black is amazing in it. It's really good.
Yeah, that's then my next episode. I like Danny DeVito.
Oh, that was good.
It was fucking hilarious.
Well, that something I didn't realize until I saw her name in the credits. That's his daughter who plays the ghost.
Yeah. I did the same thing. I'm like, DeVito, holy shit, is that her? And so I looked it up too. I'm like, yeah, it's his daughter. That's why she's so fucking tiny.
Yep. Well, she's the combination of Danny DeVito and Rhea Perlman.
Yeah, you're not going to get much height out of that, dude.
No.
I'm not surprised she's even smaller. Yeah, that's
another one. I let my Hulu membership lapse, so I went on to see if I could watch it because I still have the app on my Xbox, but it just comes up every time I click on a video. It just says this video playback for this video has expired. So like why don't you tell me my membership has expired? But it's been months.
Yeah.
Well, so now we have, especially as Craig and myself, it's Yahoo Screen we have to watch because that's got other space.
Yeah.
You got Hulu, and then you got Netflix. Is there any other ones we're missing? Vimeo or something, maybe? I don't know.
Amazon Prime has their own shows. I haven't seen anything on there I want to watch, but
I want to see they did that preview thing, the trailer, or not the trailers, the
pilots.
They ran up shows. The pilot shows, all the different pilot shows. Yeah, and I want to see. I guess they're picking up that one, the man from the Man in the High Castle. Oh, yeah,
Man from Uncle.
Yeah, that was really good. Yeah. Did you watch the trailer? Didn't you, or pilot? Travis?
For what?
Man in the High Castle. Yeah.
Yeah, it was really good.
I'm pretty excited for it.
Did a pretty good job, I thought.
I'm kind of hoping that they do an expanded PKD universe type thing where they tie in a little bit more because some of the books are easier to tie in than others. Like if they could tie in Man in the High Castle and The Penultimate Truth. They could tie in. What else could they? Where are my PKD books? They could tie in a couple of his books into like an expanded universe and make it more science fiction.
Oh.
What?
Oh, they're remaking the Man from Uncle, but they're making a movie, not a TV show.
Yeah, I saw that. I don't know how I feel about that.
Yeah.
At least they're going back far enough now. Now they're going back like 60s and getting some good shows. Man from Uncle. I know they did Mod Squad years ago, but they're going to redo that one a little bit better.
They could try I Spy.
I liked I Spy. I know. Fuck, they're redoing Odd Couple yet again.
Oh God, have you seen it?
No.
Okay, so it's the dude from Reno 911 who's actually a really good what's his name?
Yeah.
Oscar. Or
Yeah.
Felix.
I think he's Felix because
Yeah.
what's his face is Oscar.
Yeah. So Matthew Perry just kind of screams all his lines across the stage,
Okay.
and that's his acting style. And he's not really that filthy.
Nah, it just doesn't work
Yeah.
for me, man. Yeah.
But he's got a giant sports ticker because he's a sports writer who makes millions and upon millions of dollars, obviously.
Right. Yeah, because
Yeah, right.
Right. So they're gonna redo MASH then sometime soon. Isn't that what's gonna happen next?
Probably.
We gotta redo MASH.
Probably.
Yeah, we got to do MASH, and then possibly I don't know, All in the Family.
Yeah.
They
I don't
won't
think you can
touch
get
All
away
in
with
the
all.
Family.
I honestly don't think you can get away with All in the Family this day and age. There's no way.
Well,
Maybe
that's
they'll do
why
the
they won't touch
Jeffersons.
All in the Family, because they couldn't do an Archie Bunker character today,
At all.
and nobody would watch it without Archie Bunker.
Well, not with
Well,
all
they
that,
could
yeah.
and just get Ed O'Neill to do it.
Do you think though? I mean, with the whole, I mean,
They can't get away with it.
they couldn't get away with it. Just the way the humor is in there, the racist, sexist things he says. There's no way they would pull off in this day and age.
Even with how
Even
very blatantly
70s
obvious it is that they're playing an extreme version of that trope of American middle class males. But somebody somewhere would still get offended horribly by
Well,
it.
unless you do it hipster ironically.
Ironically.
You haven't guys haven't heard that yet, huh?
Well, you can do anything as long as you pretend to be a hipster?
No, doing like a hipster, like as hipsters do things ironically, and they're doing it to be ironic about it. So you can be sexist and racist about it if you're being blatant, like you said, like trying to be a hipster, being so obviously that you're doing it because it's ironic, and it's not a good thing. You know what I mean? It's actually a fucking term. Is hipster ironic?
I don't
know
want to
you
live on this planet anymore.
Yeah, I don't want to live here anymore. I seriously saw that. I you could audibly hear my eyes roll. I mean, it was that bad. I was like, "You've got to be fucking kidding me."
That's
It is-
like
Did it sound like a cash register?
Ching. Ching.
It just said no sale across your eyes?
Exactly. Just
Let's
two
see.
black lines popped up actually, and then it went down. It was like,
so. I got a copy of Triple X Shambles.
Red Hammond. Okay. How is it?
That is why it got banned from Amazon.
That little dongle right there. And yes, I called it
Yeah.
a dongle.
Because it's a magnifying glass with a dick for a handle.
Well, then he shouldn't have put that on there. Just put a regular handle.
But that's
The naked girls aren't the problem.
yeah, that's the problem. Apparently, somebody complained because it's relatively graphic and it's got a dick on the cover. So somebody
Yeah, but
complained.
silhouette- Yeah, but the
It's
silhouette.
like, why the fuck were you looking in the exotic, like the erotic fucking fiction in the first place? You're looking. I mean, he's listed examples of other books like, Incest 101 and fucking Animal Training and just all the weird books that are on Amazon in the erotic section. And this gets banned. Although, I mean, it's fucking awesome. And they're changing it, so this is now a collector's item. Because they're changing the cover and the title.
Oh, are they just going to put little pictures of Shriners in their little cars on there?
They should.
Just like
They
on
should totally do
Frankenchrist?
that.
Like a big. That would be awesome. I don't know. Hopefully, he wouldn't get sued for that though, because Joe Biafra might get pissed.
Why? He's dealing with the same problem that he dealt with back then
Yeah.
in Tipper Gore.
Well, yeah, I was gonna say though, Tipper's not really in the PMR. I don't know. Is the PMRC even around anymore?
I don't know.
Yeah, it's just changed.
Well, they can't put the sticker on your MP3s, so.
Good point.
Yeah, it's changed and warped and mutated to something that you wouldn't recognize as being the PMRC.
But it's still the PMRC.
But it's still there. Yeah. It's still the fucking assholes
What happened to people
want
like
to
that?
fucking whitewash everything.
I mean, I'm not a huge Jello Biafra. I mean, I like Dead Kennedys and everything, but where are the Jello Biafras in this world now? What happened to guys like that? The ones I mean, he tried to run for mayor of San Francisco, fought.
What
PMRC
happened is Jello Biafra. Jello Biafra happened.
The Jello Biafra made it worse. No one would be like,
And then everybody else that had any kind of gumption or good ideas but happened to be a little weird was like, oh yeah, this guy gets mocked ceaselessly by his own people. I'm not gonna do that to myself. I fucking hate Jello Biafra personally. I think he's a self-righteous dick.
Yeah, I've met him. He is a self-righteous dick. He really is. He's a massive asshole.
Isn't that the joy of Jello Biafra, though?
Huh?
No.
Isn't that the best part about him?
He's not like there's a certain brand of celebrity where you could be full of yourself and still be enjoyable to talk to. Like it can still be enjoyable for people to talk to you. Jello Biafra is just full of himself, and that's it. The only thing that exists is Jello Biafra.
So on the other end of that spectrum, where you could like to enjoy, would be like a William Shatner. He's full of himself, but he'd still be a wonderful guy to talk to.
Yeah, William Shatner is a perfect example. William Shatner is apparently very egotistical, but I've never seen one interview with him where it hasn't been full of smiles and everyone's having a good time. Whereas when I've seen interviews with Jello Biafra, it's just like you could tell the interviewer's like, who the fuck is this washed up piece of shit? Like, you were big fucking 30 years ago, buddy, to a very small amount of people.
And this is why I love Henry Rollins. Hank has held on strong. But he's honest about it. He's like, if it wasn't for you guys, I wouldn't be here. I appreciate it. He even admits that.
Well, Henry Rollins even has a bit of it where it's like, well, I'm Henry Rollins, but Henry Rollins makes it enjoyable in the fact that he's just over the top. Where it's like he may be Henry Rollins, and he may be Henry Rollins being Henry Rollins, but he makes it so enjoyable because he can't help himself. I guess that more of it, maybe it's just more like my personality type, because I'm the same way. I can't help myself. I get so worked up, I can't help but to get more and more angry as I'm talking about things. Like right now, I'm fucking angry because we brought up Jello Biafra. I fucking hate Jello Biafra.
Okay, how about Ian MacKaye then? Does that make you feel better?
Fuck Ian MacKaye. God damn that fucking... He is the reason why skinny jeans exist right today. Ian MacKaye is a fucking reason that we have emo scumbags in fucking metal and punk rock wearing skinny jeans with their fucking mop top hair.
Is that because
fuck
of Fugazi?
Ian MacKaye. And fuck Fugazi. And fuck Minor Threat.
That was fun. So can I think of anybody else that I could get you to go off on?
John Lydon.
John Lydon? We all knew he was a dick. I mean, that was just kind of a...
Yeah, that was a joke from day one. So I don't get upset about the Sex Pistols, because
how about Waddy?
Who the fuck cares about the Sex Pistols? They released one album.
How about Waddy? You like Waddy? Hate Waddy? How do you feel about Waddy?
I'm kind of indifferent.
On stage, I got to give the man credit for that. I mean, come on.
Yeah,
Joey Ramone.
He was punk rocking it until he's still doing it. I think when you reach a certain age, like
just
I don't know, 50, you should probably just give it up, because it's not punk rock to be,
50,
old, old and singing about anarchy and It's just
Well,
not.
you-
It's not cool anymore.
And you need nationalized health care. So,
Yeah.
Anarchy, but I really need that nationalized health care.
Anarchy, pay for my medical bills. Like, yeah,
That's the
fucking
reason
true
he
anarchist
has-
there. When you had a heart attack, who paid for the fucking hospital bill?
You know, I mean, you have the mohawk because you're going bald everywhere else, so you can keep the hair up so it looks like you have hair. So instead of having a comb over, you can just lay it to one side. You know?
No, he's got dreads.
Oh, that's right. He got dreads now. I forgot about that shit. But that totally ruined it. Unless he wears a hat.
Axl Rose.
That's actually.
Or what's his butt? The guy that had the fucking show, Brett
Michaels.
Michaels. Yeah. Does anybody know what his head actually looks like underneath that bandana?
Probably not. It's probably just a tattooed bandana.
It's a
Takes it
rat's
off
nest.
as a tattoo. He takes it off
No,
as a tattoo.
I think
bandana.
he's bald from like here, from the top of his head to about top of his ears.
No, dude.
and
I'm
it's
telling you,
just-
I'm telling you.
Huh?
If he takes it off, there's a tattoo of a bandana wrapped around his head. That way, it's never gone. No one will ever know.
But yeah, he'd still have to be bald. Like, I don't think he has any hair. He might be actually bald because, like Hulk Hogan, it looks like a fucking wig. Except Hulk Hogan takes his thing off, takes his bandana off.
But Hulk Hogan always looked like a wig. He always had wispy Chinese hair.
With
Does it
the,
say
like,
he
the
has
straight
hair
cut
on top of his head from like since
all
like
the way across.
He's always had that.
Yeah, it's weird.
It's like since the '80s, wasn't it? Like the '80s. I mean, he had that whole fucking thing going on right here. Before we
Yeah,
go
what
back
was
that
it?
far,
What was the movie that he was in?
No holds barred.
No Holds Barred.
was that it? 'Cause I thought it
Was
was Rocky.
Zeus.
Tiny Zeus Lister.
Wasn't he also in Rocky? Like Rocky, like 4 or something, 5, something like that.
No, that was Dolph Ziggler. Or no, not Dolph Ziggler. Dolph Ziggler is a fucking wrestler right now. Who is that? Lundgren. Dolph Lundgren.
No, that was 3. No,
Was it Mr.
4.
T in 4?
Mr. T was in 3. I think number 4 was Dolph Lundgren. Yeah, I mean he's been.
Look at that. That's
Like,
he's been bald with the wispy Chinese hair ever since he was like the 80s.
yeah, right there,
Wispy
left,
Chinese
like on your left corner there, in that purple, the purple one.
Left corner.
There, look at that. I mean, seriously, look at that.
I've been watching wrestling lately.
Yeah.
What? Why?
Because
Why?
it's fucking hilarious. Dude, it has become so bad. Like, it was bad when I was a kid. That's horrible.
Pasta mania. What the hell?
It was bad when we were kids.
Yes, it was.
But
we knew that.
it's
though.
become so much worse. Like, there have been matches where they didn't even look at that. His
Oh
fucking
my God. Oh,
his
oh, look at
his
that.
peck
Look at
is just gone, and it's just skin.
Ugh.
He needs to go. He needs to get back on the steroids.
Wait, I saw. Where is he? I saw Iron Sheik.
Yeah.
That's so much.
Right,
At least the
right
was
hand
kinda-
corner. Apparently, he was in Rocky because that's
Yeah, that is Rocky.
I just don't remember what one.
But so was Mr. T.
he.
I knew Mr. T was in it. I pity the fool. Rocky 3.
Rocky 3 was Mr. T.
So he was either in 2 or like 4. I don't think he was in 3. Does it say
Well,
which one?
4 was definitely what's his name.
Chicago. Yeah.
Look how
Oh, yeah.
plastic he looks in this one.
Speaking of, I've been sending invites to talk to Roddy Piper.
That'd be awesome. It'd be fantastic.
He hasn't responded yet, but
I would totally talk to him. He was so fucking cool.
Try to get Mr. T, too.
You saw?
I don't
did you
know
see
if
that
Mr. T
episode?
has any social media.
Just
Greg?
Like,
send it to him through the T-mail.
We're just that's Cyndi Lauper.
Yeah. Oh, come on. She was huge in the wrestling back then.
That's true because she was hanging out with what's his face. God, what was his name?
Captain Lou Albano.
Give me a second. I got it.
what is Mr. T's real name? Does anybody know?
I believe it was his first name's Mr., middle name's period, last name's T.
Yeah.
That's what he always said.
You're absolutely no help.
Oh my God! What is
Really?
the cartoon? Cartoon?
Hold on,
Hulk Hogan's rockin' wrestling.
Craig.
Nah.
Since you're right there, look up Jared Leto as the Joker. You're going to not gonna want to watch anything to do with this.
Dude, that's not really.
I'll still see it. Just like when everybody's like, oh, this guy's not going to be a good Joker, and then best Joker of all time after Cesar Romero, so come on.
Yeah,
Back to Hulkamania.
Mr. T has a verified Twitter account.
There you go. Oh, man.
Footballer, wrestler, soldier, bouncer, bodyguard, and actor. Professional pitier of fools.
So Raymond's brother apparently played Hulk Hogan on the Hulk Hogan Rock and Roll Wrestling Show.
Yeah.
I don't know what's happening here, but this looks awesome.
Yeah.
D. Snyder.
Cliff Clavin,
It's the fucking 80s.
Punch,
All
Sergeant Slaughter, some broad.
I have some bro.
I don't know who she is.
That's
What's that?
like the 80s rolled into one picture.
Commercial. It has featuring Hulk Hogan and Alf, isn't it? Evidently.
Yeah. Let's visit this page.
I want to see. I want to see where the fuck's Alf in it. I want where's Alf. God damn it. Sharky was also in it.
Oh, it was a Radio Shack Super Bowl ad. Oh, fuck it. Let's watch it.
The hell we got?
The video's private.
Motherfuckers.
Do you want me to like your page now? Fuck you.
What is that? When did that shit start? What is that all about, dude? Seriously.
What,
if you
liking
like us,
people's
yeah.
pages?
Maybe I don't like your shit. Maybe I
Yeah.
don't. How can I? Why should I like your stuff if I don't even know what your content is?
Smurfs and Cabbage Patch Kids.
Raisins.
California Raisin Son.
All right, California raisins. Who Framed Roger Rabbit. Wow, this is a ripping show, guys. Let me tell you.
Yeah, you guys might want to check this out on the YouTubes this week. As long as I
That's
remember
what,
to put it up.
That's what we said last week, and then somebody never posted it.
Hey, I posted it. I just forgot to set it not private.
Hey, dude, I saw ERB. Epic Rap Battles.
Epic Rap Battles.
Yeah. You ever seen Epic Rap Battles? Oh, hey, puppy. My dog just came
It's
out of
not
nowhere.
Hulk Hogan's not in it. It's
Yeah, I stomped
Randy
midget
Savage.
asses.
Dear at Mr. T, would you pity us fools and come on our show to talk about your work? Big fans. I am fucking clever.
Because that'll work. What are we doing? Seriously, what are we doing?
I don't know. The show's gone downhill. I had nothing prepared.
Craig has gotten lost in Hulk Hogan pictures.
Jesus. That man was an actual giant.
I heard he was actually a pretty cool guy.
He was a big motherfucker. Macho. I want to start doing fucking sexy fingers when I talk.
Speaking of Macho Man and stuff, did you guys happen to catch the video of from New York Comic Con, the real Peter Griffin?
Uh-uh.
Oh my god, it's hilarious. I guess he's like he's just he can imitate voices, so he wow, bloodstained Hulk Hogan boots. Right on.
Have you ever seen the video of the Macho Man fucking Skyrim mod?
Oh fuck yeah. There's
Snap to Slim Jim! Yeah!
What are you doing, guys? My dog just showed up out of nowhere, and now he's just sitting under the table looking at me all weird. Yeah, let's see. Let's see if I can pull out Travis so you can actually see my dog. Come here, pup.
Where do you get a Four Horsemen bandana at?
I don't know. Come on.
Look at that.
Other way, dummy.
That is pretty impressive.
Oh.
Boogie Woogie, man.
That's fucking awesome. Craig, switch the screen real quick so I can see Dennis's puppy.
Oh, yeah. I forgot. I'm not the only one looking at all this shit.
You gotta tilt your camera down a little. Oh,
There's my poppers. Oh, and it just goes like back down. Yes, that's they say. What you doing, buddy?
that's what my girl's done. She's like curled around the base of my chair.
Yes, he's now fully comfortable hanging out in the corner. It's pet talk.
Well, thanks for watching, Hank.
Yeah, we've completely bailed on this one.
And I still didn't get to talk about the.
Yeah, my name's Sam, and I don't give a fuck.
I was gonna talk about the article where the guy broke down SJWs and how they're just fucking whiny millennial bullies.
We'll see what happened there, Travis, was we continued talking about other things and we moved away from the subject because it was boring.